Yesterday, me and my friends watched the Demon Slayer movie, and it was an experience. Now, I'm just gonna come in here on right out the gate and just say, is this movie better than the Demon Slayer movie? In my opinion, yes. Now, we'll say the Akaza backstory is probably the peak between the both of them, but this one is just so consistently fucking amazing. Firstly, the presentation. I think Mappa killed it with the animation, but even before that, I need to talk about the soundtrack. When I get my hands on the soundtrack, I'm never gonna let go. Oh my god, the pool scene. You're gonna hear that scene come up a lot in this video because it was amazing, but the music during that, oh, that shit was moving. Oh my god. The soft pianos in the carnival scene, the crazy hyped up action music going on in the fights. I mean, this thing was just so consistently fucking amazing and elevated every scene it was in. But going back to the animation, Mappa cooked the fuck up. Honestly, take as long as you need for this next season, for this next movie, whatever. Because if it looks even as half as good as this, I'll be very, very satisfied. I mean, come on, did we see the fight scenes? Did we see the scene with Typhoon going crazy and all the rubble happening around and the fucking Beam and Denji just riding around that shit? That was amazing. And in the building too, oh my god, it's purely on a pure animation scale, it is incredible. But the direction here is also just phenomenal. This is easily one of the best directed movies I've ever seen in this medium. The cinematography, the unique artistic choice, and just the overall scope of the vision of this movie is fantastic. I mean, someone storyboarded that fucking Typhoon scene. Someone looked at that in the manga and said, yeah, you know what, let's just make this the best thing ever made. And so is like every other scene in the movie. Again, going back to the pool scene, the spider and butterfly symbol and how that relates to Denji and Reze, both vice versa, and also Reze and Makima, but also probably Makima and Denji in a way too. Like, it's that shit was amazing, and that wasn't in the manga. I checked, that was a anime only thing that the studio decided to. Why not just include that as a stylistic choice that works so well for me? The camera movement, the bubbles, the water, how it looked, it was stunning. Every single frame was stunning. The carnival scene and how it looked choppy with its FPS, it had this blurred background, this very shallow depth of focus that worked so fucking well to communicate the intimacy of these two in that moment. The entire world zoned out, and it was just like these two were the only people present. Oh my god, the fireworks scene, every scene of this movie looked phenomenal. I can't stress that enough. On an animation standpoint, it's perfect, and on a direction, stylistic and artistic and cinematographical standpoint, it's perfect. It's really is just perfect. But the story and the characters are really the highlight of this film. I think people watching the first season of Chainsaw Man kind of just looked at the pretty pictures and was just like, yeah, this is like okay and stuff. But this movie takes all the character work that was built up in season 1 and really executed on so much here. One of the first scenes in the movie, or the first like mini arcs within the movie, is Makima and Denji going to the theaters and stuff, and how that works with Makima's character and how it grows her and develops her, humanizes her even, is great. Now, I won't spoil how exactly that relates to her character, but just seeing her tear up to like a really sad movie was something that I wasn't expecting when I first was reading the manga, and in the anime movie it was, you know, perfectly adapted. But of course, Reze and Denji and their chemistry and their relationship really developed to a point which I don't remember liking that much in the manga. I mean, I liked it a lot, of course, but I loved it in this movie. This is Reze, which could have been a very boring female protagonist, main character, if you will, and developed her and transformed her into this vastly fascinating parallel to Denji and their similarities, and how she too has lived a fucked up life, and how seeing those two, this dynamic grow in this organic and intimate fashion is incredible. Intimate is the word here. Again, going back to that pool scene, the way the trailer described it, and this even excited my friends while watching it, it looked like Gunnerbait a little bit, okay? A little bit, okay? My one friend actually was listening to that shit on headphones on repeat, apparently, according to him, and I believe him. And look, I think the scene does kind of start off in that flirtatious, perverted, kind of, you know, again, Gunnerbait, but it transforms into this honestly visceral intimacy, which was, again, amazing. The pool scene, I can't stress enough, the pool scene is definitely the highlight of the movie for me. This organic closeness, that bond that forms between the two is the heart of this film, and is the reason why I think if I really hope that people will start caring about Denji as after this, because his character development and the way his character grows within the rest of the story is pivotal to the enjoyment of Chainsaw Man. And maybe people who watch this will actually understand Denji as a character and not just look at him as a fucking gooner, which he is, but to see why he's like this, because it's something that I've seen online that people didn't really like, and I'm just like, okay, either you haven't seen enough or you're dumb. In any case, the characters here were incredible. The story, the pacing, the melodrama, and that fucking ending, bro. That goddamn ending. I feel the same way, man. I feel the same way. That shit, it hurt. Even I knew it was coming, and even when I saw her running down that alleyway, I still, in my heart, in my mind, was saying, "Don't go, man." And yeah, those are my thoughts on the film. I already want to rewatch it because it was an experience, man. It was an experience. So much fun. It's funny. It's charming. It's fucking emotionally heartbreaking, honestly. And yeah, I mean, you haven't watched it, I'd highly recommend. Honestly, highly recommend rewatching it, bro. Support that shit. We want to see more shit like this. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you tomorrow, and peace.